From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. Number 53. 53. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Shift.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, it's Kamara. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Hey, zoom.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check. Later one. Check. Hatchet. Recon, 132 fighter. Check three.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check right, check right away. Check, whoa, check. Check. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carr now to throw. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 25, check 25, check 25, check 24, 93. Shoot. Kill. You go tight. Right on 1. You got tight right there. He's coming. 5. 694.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson. 88 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
58, 58, Mike. All day, baby, all day. 58.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Carr now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Tighten up, tighten up. Check, check 43. Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Check,
Fournette running out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun give to Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be it. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Express. One, later one.
Again, it's Carr. And that's incomplete.
Carr's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go. Go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. For a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. They'll set up the throw, and he's going to go down again.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, What's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now back to throw, and he gets it to Boulder. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-4.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Carr on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 3, check 3.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Fournette. He's got the first down and more past midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run with Fournette. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Fournette. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Hey, let's go, Trump. Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Carr now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Check, 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 check. Sponge. No. 618. Express. It comes to me, it's me. Bravo. Go 58's the mic. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Forced out to his left. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Hey, Echo. 58, Mike. Express. You're not ready. 58, right over there.
On 1st down, Carr steps away to his left. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Carr. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On 1st down, Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
6 man. Hey, wahoo!
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Wait. Hey, check 3.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Fournette. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now Fournette. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Washington. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Hey, do 6. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Big stop, G. Express.
Throwing on 1st down. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Washington. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Watch out. White. Check. Bang. Slam. You're mine. Slam. Hey, Raider 2. Hey, Zoo.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
You ready? 7:34. No chance. SOS. He's crashing. Smooth.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You got tape. 66. Pull it. Pass. He's hard. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Fresno. That's it. Check the backer.
2nd and 11. And it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check nine. Deuce. Watch the twist. Watch twist.
This is Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Motion. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Kamara now to return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Washington's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Carr going to look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check 53. I got him. Go. Slam. Rush in.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check. 53's Mike. Check it up.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Carr. Miller with 1st down and more. It's complete. It's Miller. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This is Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working.
Davis, my broadcast.